Here's a little sneak peek of what we got coming up in this episode. Hey, what's up, guys? DekeRelaxShacks.com. I know it's been a long time. Been working on a documentary film, tiny house related, boxtruckfilm.com. Check it. A couple things real quick. The video you're about to see, it's a guest video from the duo that built the transforming A-frame out in Montana. It's been featured a lot in Airbnb, on HipCamp, Zillow.com did a national ad campaign using photos of my design. Check it down below. Can be built. That's a new word I made up. It can be built very affordably. So we'll feature them in a second. But there's a re-release of my first book out right now. I really didn't talk about this. We'll do a quick giveaway. All you have to do is hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment. In the comment, what tiny house builders should I feature potentially in the future? Who are your favorites? Leave that in the comment. You'll be entered to win. In a couple days, we'll mail one of these out. That said, check out yet another build from this dynamic duo out in Montana.
Hey there, welcome to beautiful western Montana. My name's Garrett and you're at the Homestead. This is our third unit called The Blind, and we built it after we built our second unit, the A-frame. We took some components of the A-frame and we kind of changed it for our situation, namely the fact that the A-frame has one single hinged wall where we have two, and we kind of built the whole thing around the fact that these are 8x4, and so the whole unit itself is just 8 feet long. And then that dictated how long the sheet metal would be for the roof. If you look here on the hinged wall here, we have some pistons, and instead of buying out, I took them from my Tercel wagon. I'm a kind of a Tercel wagon four-wheel drive enthusiast, and we love recycling things around here, and it's worked out great. Other components that we kept the same kind of lighting configuration, just a single light in here, a small charge controller, and a 100-watt panel on the side, so it is off-grid, but you can charge your cell phones or your tablets here, no problem. If you need regular person power, come up to the barn there and help yourself. But for a glamping situation, this has been fantastic. Over here we have some camp stove stuff, your standard Coleman cook stove, small butane cartridge, and 2 gallons of water just for like manual hand washing of dishes, and you can refill up at any time. You'll see other components that tend to make themselves into homestead cabins, such as the live edge. We really like that, because anytime we take down a tree, it becomes lumber first and then firewood second. Over here, you can see the same 4x8 plexiglass. I think it was 1/8 inch. They were about 125 bucks when we bought them. But we locked this one down because we do have a wraparound deck, and it could be kind of a liability right about eye level there. Some things that we probably do again is, while I love how this looks, it tends to be a little bit fragile, whether it's the heat in the summer or as it gets cold in the wintertime. We've developed some cracks here. This one has fared better because it is stationary. However, the one close over there that opens up and down, I think it gets racked from the 2x4s and the framing there. So we've got some more cracks, and we're probably going to go to a polycarbonate, which is cheaper. I think it'll hold up longer, just like our A-frame one has done. The beds are the same. We built them with the same plans up there out of the cabinet board being really expensive. This was all built in 2019, so the lumber was quite a bit cheaper as opposed to the COVID times now. But otherwise, pretty much functionally the same, except for the 3-foot knee wall around here, which gives us a ton more space inside than the A-frame, and that's something that we really like. So let me go ahead and take you around to the other side. As we go out, this is a door that I built from some decking that was laying around the property. I think it's like the 4th or 5th door I've built out of this decking, and I really like the way that it aged, and it looks pretty cool. So still straight, still does what it needs to. So let's go ahead and go around to the front of the deck there. So on the deck here, you can kind of see why we built this here and why we call it the blind. We have a beautiful view up there of some mountains in the distance. You'll see this handrail. While it's probably considered pretty lean for handrail purposes, it does serve a purpose. It'll keep you from going over there, I guess, for most part, but mostly because we can remove this top rung and the Montana Way hunt out of it, because we do have a game trail that comes down here. So that's kind of one of the reasons why it was built. Also, it was built for short-term rental, and before any of the keyboard warriors get on me about not insulating it, it was made for a short-term rental situation. So yes, you would freeze to death if you were to stay here in January, but that was never its intention. Thinking about efficiency, we went with 6.5 feet here for the 2x6s for the decking, and then we used the hanging chads there, the other 18 inches, and we put them out for decking on the other side. And then this little portion of deck behind me, these are 4-foot sections, so we just cut those 8-footers in half. So we didn't really have to waste anything in the building of it, and that was really important to us. So all things total, with the solar panel, with the charge controller, in 2019 prices, this cost us about $2,000 to make. So we're really happy with it. It's both business and pleasure for us. And yeah, we wouldn't probably change anything about it. Thanks.